Paul already prepared the grill for me. Now we're gonna go to the barbecue. Hello, Merry Christmas. So Paul and I spent Christmas here in Australia in the summer. Super cool. Here, my other channel, Aline's Adventures, all about my nomad life. And I made a shit ton of food. One of the foods I made is Oysters Kilpatrick. And that's a famous dish, but of course I made it 100% carnivore. So I love them. They're really great. And in Australia, it's very popular. It's very traditional on Christmas to eat seafood, to have like a seafood platter. So I thought, not just raw oysters, I also want to make Oysters Kilpatrick. So I put the pork belly pieces, little pieces in here. Pork belly, bacon, whatever that works, because I want to fry them beforehand, because Paul and I, we don't really like oysters cooked. We like oysters much better raw. So I don't want to put the oysters on the grill for too long, but then the pork belly wouldn't get done. So that's why I'm pre-frying it. So you don't have to do that. You can if you don't want to leave the oysters on the barbecue for too long. Okay, here I put rock sea salt on a baking sheet. Now here I have 6 oysters. I'm only going to make 6 because we both prefer oysters raw. But I still want to try to make this recipe. So the salt is just here, so they're holding up. So look, you can just put them in the salt and they are steady. These are Sydney rock oysters. Now you would actually put, for the real Oysters Kilpatrick, you put W sauce on it. I don't know how to pronounce it right, Worcestershire sauce, whatever. But of course, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use, yes, from Squid brand, fish sauce. Only anchovies and salt. So totally carnivore. So just a little bit. This, of course, is very salty fish sauce. I also, on purpose, chose 6 oysters that have a little look like that. Yeah, that one is really little, but it has like some space here, and it's a little bit more hollow. And now the bacon on top, or in my case, fried beef belly. I put, while I was making the bacon, I put lots of salt on it. Well, the pork belly, sorry. I put lots of salt on it because, because it's pork belly and not bacon, so that wasn't salted. So, Paul already prepared the grill for me. Now we're gonna go to the barbecue. Okay, grill is, well, it got down here. It was at the hottest, basically, 250 Celsius, like 475 Fahrenheit. It's getting up again because all the burners are on. I want it really, really hot because I really just want it to be in there, not for very long. So it's getting, I'm gonna put it in now because you see I opened it to put in these already. So let's hope, yeah, that's, so, and just like 2, 3, 4 minutes, shit, and you guys need to move. I could put those actually also on there. Okay, I think that should work. Yes. Okay, here is an Oyster Kilpatrick, carnivore style. Of course, you would eat it quite right after it's done, so it's still warm. So I think I loosened it up. But mine, of course, is probably not warm anymore because I had to film and take pictures of all our Christmas food. Agüita. Ooh. Wow, I like that. With the crispy pork belly and the fish sauce. And it was still pretty raw. Perfect. Really love it. So also all that salt I used for the seafood platter and the Oysters Kilpatrick, all that salt, I didn't just throw it away, but there was seafood on it, so it got contaminated. I didn't just put it back in the bag. So what I did, I spread it out on a parchment paper on a baking sheet and put it in the oven. And honestly, I don't remember actually, it was like just 160 Celsius or 150, not very like super hot, for like 10 minutes. And then I just put all the salt in here And now I just keep using it. We already used up a lot of it. There was a lot. This was almost full. Yeah, I just put it in the oven for about 10 minutes, like middle heat or something. You can even do it higher, and just to like basically sterilize it, so it's safe to use again. So yeah, don't throw away the salt. Don't. We had a great Christmas feast, and the Oysters Kilpatrick were part of it. Paul is really not a fan of them. I absolutely love them. And I mean, the real original Oysters Kilpatrick are already almost carnivore, but with the fish sauce instead of the W sauce, it was just perfect. And I love clean fish sauce anyways. So try it out. Thanks for watching. Many more recipes here, Creative Carnivore Kitchen, here, my other channel, Aline's Adventures, all about my nomad life. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye. Servus.